How we doing? Are we live? Can you hear me, Chana?
Yeah, dude, we're live.
There we go. What's up, people? Hey, this is Be the Installer. I'm here to unbox and set up this LG C1 behind me. I have my man Chana D here, Techno Dad, helping me out on the ones and twos, as it were, with the video. How's it going, man?
I'm great, man. How are you doing?
Fantastic. So just if you're watching this on delay, I will put some markers in the video so that you don't have to watch all the unboxing if you don't want to, or you can jump to the setup, or, you can get past some of the fumbling around that might happen with this being live and a box behind me that hasn't even been touched. So I have no idea. Hopefully the TV's in good shape. It could be cracked. We have no idea. So that's what
we don't know.
When you do something live, I suppose.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I know someone who was reviewing a monitor, and he took the monitor out of the box, and then it just kind of broke. What?
Well, I'll tell you,
like, oh crap!
It only happens on the absolute worst possible chances where what are you drinking? Moonshine there? That's hilarious.
Oh no, it's just I just needed a bigger.
That's
water.
awesome, man. No, the installs like the night before Thanksgiving, when you're 2 hours away from your home and you're trying to help someone, and you do a 3-hour install, and then all of a sudden you get it all set up, and then you turn the TV around, there's a big crack in the screen, and you're like, oh man, I should have checked that out before. So
yeah, that's
as I said in my A90J video that I just did, the installation video, take your TV out, set it up before you call an installer, because it could always happen. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen that often, but
Very cool. Very cool.
All right. Well, hopefully Chana can check some of the comments. I'll try to verbally respond to them. But what's up, guys? So why don't I get this going here?
Yeah. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Everybody.
I got a couple tools. Actually, I need to didn't grab a scissors, of course, to pop the top. Give me a sec.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. What's going on, everybody in the chat? My name is Chana. My channel is called Techno Dad. Definitely go say what's up and subscribe over there. I'm helping out with the cameras and the angles and putting comments up on the screen for Brandon while he's doing the live unboxing. So trying something new. So yeah, let us know what you guys think. Hurry up, I want to go sleep. Hilarious. All right,
Brandon, video.
You gonna start it off?
Yeah, man. Let's just get it going.
Yeah,
is it funny? Can you see it from this angle?
Yeah, I'll bring the bigger one up. Yep. It's
kind of funny how, and we can move that camera around if people want us to.
Yeah, just if you guys want to get a better shot of something, just let us know.
I'm kind of a Neanderthal. I just use whatever sharp-ish tool I have to kind of pop it. So
I just use scissors, like plain old scissors.
Yeah, well, I barely got the camera set up, so that was good enough.
Are you still hearing all that echo on your end?
I am, yeah. Sorry we were late on the technical side, guys.
Yeah,
for some reason I'm getting an echo in my headphone.
I hope you guys aren't hearing an echo. I'm not hearing any. So Brandon's the only one hearing any. So
we'll see. It's just these headphones. I walked out of range and then I came back in and they were duds. So of course we have the little piece of plastic. Rarely do I even worry about that.
Is that the cover, the like cable cover thing?
Yeah, this actually just covers up the where the TV mount goes. So if you don't put the TV mount on, or if you don't put the stand on, you can throw this on when it's wall mounted, and it just covers those screws.
Gotcha. C4 Thompson.
I am excited to see the new remote this year.
Oh yeah, me too. So C4 Thompson says there's no echo. Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to turn my headphone up a little. What was that again?
C4 Thompson says there's no echo. Nigel Watson asks, any recommendations for HDMI 2.1 cables? Seems a lot of fake, uncertified ones about. Nigel, I'll drop a link in the comments here. I've tested a bunch of HDMI 2.1 cables. All right, let's see that remote.
No, go ahead, man. You're good. I mean, people can watch as you're talking. That's cool.
So yeah, I tested a bunch of HDMI 2.1 cables for 40 gigabit per second pass through, and I'll drop that in the chat right now.
Yeah, this is always fun. You got to have strong hands to pop the old batteries out, right?
Right.
All right. This remote does seem a little, I don't know. I do like it a little better than the last one. Just putting the batteries in for ease now. But yeah, I would say I like the look of it better.
Uh-huh.
The track doesn't seem like it probably isn't as hard, or it's not as easy just to like accidentally flick up when you're trying to press the enter button. So it's more stable in the center, and then you can move up, down, left, right still.
Okay.
Definitely looks cool.
Does it lay flat or does it stand up? Is it better
Let's
in that
see.
aspect?
Yeah.
Because like the other one was okay.
Oh, look at that! It lays flat.
Lays flat. It won't stand up, but it seems better than the previous LG remote.
And the real test for me will be if this, if it's sitting on your lap and you adjust, does it bring the big cursor up on the screen for the next 2 minutes during a movie? Because I don't like that.
That is annoying. Like I have that in our console in the chair, and if like my wife moves or like we like make a big commotion, then that stupid thing comes up on screen. It's so annoying.
So I'm just gonna pop the top completely off here. I'm gonna show a very unconventional way to put the stand on in a minute, but let's just get this out of here. Cool. You never know what's gonna happen there.
Yep. Oh, C4 Thompson says the play pause buttons are gone on the remotes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Boo. I mean, for the most part, enter normally play pauses, but the kids do use that play pause button.
Oh, do they?
They used to have it down at the button. They do like that. And just for anyone watching, I will be doing a full C1 versus C10 comparison. So that'll be this weekend. I'm going to spend the rest of the week looking at this TV and checking it out and comparing it. I'm actually going to wall mount it right next to my 65-inch C10 and just stare at it for the next week. That's typically what we do, just really to find the differences. Should move that a little out of the way, huh?
Picasso says he returned his CX for color banding issues it had. But he has a Panasonic OLED now, so that's cool.
Sweet. We don't get those in the US.
Not unless you're getting that from Robert Zahn. And he's all sold out. They're all sold out over there at Value Electronics. All right, what do we got there?
So I heard that there's a darker and a lighter version of this. I think the lighter version might be overseas. And I heard that their back is white. The back is white on their TV. And it looks like ours is not. So it looks like the US version is not white in the back. So I think this is the same thing as last year. Yeah. Basically. Just so you guys know, I wore the Pugs Not Drug shirt. This was the shirt I got from a friend and wore in my first C10 video. That's why I'm wearing it. My wife's trying to get me to throw it away with the holes in it, but what are you going to do?
It's all good.
So let me grab this thing. Gosh, damn, that thing is heavy.
Hey, Roy, what's up, buddy? Roy says, I think I'm going to pull the trigger on the Sony X900H 85-inch. It's really cheap.
Which one is it?
The X900H 2020.
Yeah, man. If they get the VRR working.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that, huh?
Yeah, it's one of those things. Let's bring up this.
It's pretty loud. Is it pretty loud, the feedback for me?
Nah, you're fine. You're fine. All right, there's the bass. Holy cow. Is it heavy?
No, yeah, man. This thing weighs like 30 pounds. It's like you could legitimately do work.
Curl that guy.
It's clearly 20 pounds. It's got to be 20, 25 pounds. But yeah, they do have the cord management. I mean, what are you going to do with an OLED, I guess? Some
part of me is like, why did they even put that stupid thing in there? Because majority of these HDMI cables are so thick. What you can put one power cable, one HDMI cable, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're going to wall mount it, you're going to have to figure out your own kind of cord management. But for the most part, I think people do their own thing. They can figure it out. Yeah. Time up.
Got a comment from CMS here that says, hey, B, it was great seeing you on FOMO Saturday. You were definitely the high point. You should do more live streams, but do them solo. How about during your visit to Value Electronics?
I appreciate that, man. I would have to say that FOMO and Brian pulled their weight easily. FOMO had like a PowerPoint of questions, man. It was awesome. He was
I saw a little bit of it.
Prepared, man.
Yeah, no, totally. I was doing my DJ stream, so I caught a little bit of it.
So let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this sucker together.
All right.
Can you guys see it okay or not?
Yeah, I mean, we got
screws in the bottom here.
My little puppy's starting to freak out a little bit.
Yeah, dude. Puppies are funny like that.
They're like little babies.
Oh man, that lined up perfectly. Let's see.
Nice.
Yep. So just people doing this, do not use a power drill to do this. I'm not gonna call anyone out, but just be careful when you do that, because if you strip the screw and it ends up stripping inside the hole here, it's just problematic. Just use your hand tighten it.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that long. I guess I should show the back of the TV, but hey, we'll get to that in a second.
Sure. Yeah, you're busy over there. People in the chat. Hey, if you guys are liking this live unboxing, let us know. I'm trying to control the camera angles while Brandon's doing all the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
As it were.
Well, you're doing your thing. That's funny. Dude, it's getting hotter than I thought it would in here. Might have to open the door. It's a 70-degree day in California here, so it's not too bad. Yeah.
Hey.
And I'm barefoot in my house, so.
Dude, don't speak for all of California, bro. It's 46 over here.
Yeah. You don't live in the beach. You don't live at the beach, I know.
Yeah, no.
All right. So.
Oh, thank you, PA. PA says we both seem like such cool dudes. Thanks a lot, buddy.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Somebody asked about your A90J return or your second one.
Mm-hmm.
How's that going?
Yeah, I made a video on that. It's going well. It's a lot better than the first one. There isn't the banding like the first one. I did check it out for that stream with FOMO, and that the C10 and the A8H both have a slight bit of banding over time, but the A90J seems very clean now that I had returned it for the second one. So happy as of now. It's a pretty legit. I did have, let me just say this real quick. I did have some issues with the Bluetooth headphones, like the Bluetooth cut out. Mm-hmm. And then I couldn't get my headphones paired, and then it just crapped out the Bluetooth completely, and then it crapped out the Wi-Fi completely, and it wouldn't come back. And I had to disconnect the TV and reconnect it to get that stuff back. So definitely a little weird. Things can happen with TVs, but it's back and good now.
Right on, right on. What's up, Crypto Color Lights? There was a question. Do you have a tape measure there, Brandon?
I do.
All right.
Somewhere. What do you need to know?
Gregory Peck. He asks, isn't that an actor? Hi, B. Can you please measure the distance of the stand from the base to the bottom of the TV? I'm planning to get this model, and I have a sound bar. Oh, okay. So
I'll get that once we get there.
Cool.
I am going to do a crazy thing here. I'm going to flip the TV over upside down so that people can actually watch me do this. So.
All right. I'm going to switch to the other camera then.
No, you do it how you, whatever works. I don't really recommend this at home.
He's a trained professional, ladies and gentlemen. Do not try this at home. What's up, JB? How are you doing, buddy?
I figure if I do it this way, people can actually watch.
Oh, they can actually see it. But this is only for demonstration purposes.
Yeah, I wouldn't do this unless it was for this reason.
Is there a risk of burn-in playing PS5? Asked Felice. I haven't noticed anything like that. My PS5 is fixed apparently and is on the way back.
Can you guys see this garbage piling up in the corner back here?
No, we can't see anything.
It's funny. So I have the screen protected so I can't mess the screen up. I might have to move that, but there we go. You know, these screens are very flexible. You know, it's sitting in the packaging that it comes with, and other TVs sit on top of it, so it's not going to damage it. You know?
Yeah. C4 Thompson says that thing's so flimsy, I'd be scared. That's the normal thing, right?
Well, I mean, you know, I have handled a bunch of these, and I'm not concerned with it getting damaged in this manner. You know, do you want to do this with your TV? I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe you don't want to, but the installer will.
I would never do this with someone else's TV. Never. Okay.
Oh man.
Put that over here. It's going to make it very back heavy. We'll just pop the screws in and turn it over. That way we can be done with this part.
Cool.
Let's see here. Can you guys see this cool enough?
Yeah, that's nice.
And we just, you know, it pops in place. It's fairly simple to do this. And I could do this on the floor, but it actually takes up more space to do it on the floor because you got to basically leave most of the packaging on. And
right.
So, and of course I got the 65 inch instead of the 55 because I already have a 65 C10. Can you still hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Here, I lost audio again. These headphones are killing me, Smalls.
How about the risk of burn-in for 12 hours of gameplay a day? So just to answer that question while he's trying to get his microphone up, having a like changing your content is definitely going to help avoid burn-in. So if you're playing the same game for 12 hours a day, that could be an issue. If you're doing that, like, you know, I don't know, 20, 30 days straight, could be an issue in that instance.
You know, am I back on? You can hear me, I'm sure, the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Regarding burn-in, dude, you know, I've sat there and used the same kind of content over and over, and then I sit there and wait when it retains a temporary image, but it like always goes away. So, you know, people really get concerned about burn-in, but I leave my TV on overnight all the time. So,
right. You would leave it on overnight?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Not on purpose. I just fall asleep.
Oh, okay. Since I've had the Vizio OLED in the bedroom, I'm always setting up a sleep timer, like for sure, all the time. And that's one of the things I really like about the Sony OS is like, well, at least I don't know about the new ones, but last year's ones had a sleep timer. It took me like 2 clicks to get there. Now with this Vizio, I got to go like 4 clicks, go down, this, that, and the other. Is very, very nice. Yeah,
that was something about the A90J. The 8H and previous Sonys had just a click on the Bluetooth, and it would you just on screen, you could still see what you're watching for content, and you just click pair. Now the A90J, you click on it, it stops your programming and goes to a different screen. You have to click on Bluetooth connect, confirm connect, and then eventually exit, and it goes back. It takes a long time to get your like Bluetooth headphones, which is something I do every night. So that's one of those things that's, you know, smaller but frustrating for me. Right.
It's all this just to get that one same result.
Yeah. So do they want to see the back first or the front first? I mean, do they just want me to go straight into it, or should I show the back?
Why don't you show the back since it's right there?
So the other thing is the stand that I have behind there is literally the same size. So I have like a 1/2 inch on each side of clearance. So I don't want to damage the screen. So I'm going to bring it back over. Actually, no, let's just flip it.
I'll flip you for real. Bam. You guys were squirmish about the OLED flimsy. Just tossing this sucker around.
It's got, you know, like I said, the screen is quite strong and it's on its edge. It's fine. I'm going to stand it up and just put it on the screen here. So if you want to go on the side camera there.
All right. Yeah.
Look at that. It fits by like literally 1/4 of an inch.
That's a pretty big stand then. Yeah. For a 65-inch. Someone asked if they just got a Q95T instead of OLED. Did they make a good decision?
It depends on where you're going to be, you know. I think it's a good decision if you have a very bright room. The One Connect is nice. The one HDMI 2.1 isn't. I know the newer QN95A has 4, I believe, this year's.
Yep.
What do you think?
I mean, I had the Q90T, and you know, it got super bright. I played games on it. Although, like, I calibrated game mode, and it's like, dude, because like it was like really off. And that was like that took hours. That took a whole like 8 or 9 hours just to calibrate game mode the right way. So,
So here's what we do in here's what we do in the video. You know, normally making a video and you B-roll and you know.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, do all that nonsense.
I'm gonna lower this down a little bit. When I do this, when I turn the TV on, I'm gonna lower it to the right height and get everyone a good view of it. So there we go. So really basic. I mean, I don't like that they have a backwards facing HDMI 4 there, you know, or the USBs.
Right.
A lot of times, when wall mounting, you got like the issues where you're. Here, let me get this a little closer. Sorry, I forgot I was going to do that. You know, you have like a limited space behind you with the stand on there. You're fine. As far as that screen, that's only about 1.25 inches to the ground. So maybe 1.5 inches. So I don't think you got room for a soundbar, dude. Sorry. Typical antenna. Do you know, Chana, do the LGs in 2021 have the new next gen antenna? I'm not. Oh, cute dog, man.
I don't think so. Yeah, she's getting a little restless in that playpen.
I know the Sonys do.
I don't know about that one.
Maybe someone knows in the comments.
Yeah, if you guys know, let us know.
Audio out, headphones, service, optical, landline. Go ahead.
Can you zoom? Someone's asking.
Yeah, I mean, I can get in a little close. I don't have a zoom lens on. It's just a prime, but can they see that a little better?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
as the others. You've got on the right hand side. What do we got? Top to bottom. On
this side, you got that's HDMI 1, 2 2 is the eARC, 3, and then you have a USB at the bottom. HDMI 2 is the ARC eARC. It's great. Obviously, you have 4 HDMI 2.1s. So you can game. I mean, I think that's the reason that LG are, for the most part, are a PC user choice. They have a next gen console and a PC gaming. Right. So, and then like I said, got a couple more USB in the back. That's pretty much it. Let me pull this plastic off.
So it looks like Eric Brett says the G1 has the ATSC3.
Okay.
Gregory Peck also confirms that. All right, cool. So it is the new.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
How deep? Got that same plastic. I have heard people say that this plastic can cause heat, so you should take it off. On the back.
Do you ever remember I know going to like people's houses, like they still have the like it's a Sony sticker in the corner of their TV. TV's like.
Yeah, it's like I get
like
crap
5
for
years
that on
old.
my hat. There you go. How's that?
Oh yeah, right.
I know it's for the most part, I really take the plastic off the TV. It's very unsexy in how I do. I just rip it all off. I mean, my whole point is to get the TV up and running for people. So I have to slow down on purpose a little bit.
Hey, John Hopper, I'm manning the camera angle so I can switch the cameras and stuff like this when he's doing the work. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to just play with my dog, although there's no one else here to watch her. So,
well, and I appreciate it. I asked Shanna to help me out. A good friend helps me out with a lot of YouTube stuff. We go back and forth and bounce ideas off each other. So he was kind. I don't know if I could do this solo, to be honest. So I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man. This is a cool experiment.
I do. They do have up here on the top. They do have vents. The Sony TVs do not have vents up here. So I do put my Apple TV like right here. I set it on there, and I set a surge protector. I don't cover the whole area. It's never bothered my C10.
Okay.
But the Sonys don't have vents there. And I did notice the Sony TV gets a lot hotter. The A90J gets a lot hotter than any of the previous OLEDs I've had. All right, I'm going to turn it around, I think, yeah?
Okay. Someone asked.
Probably should bring in my son to help me lift it, but I'm going to try to Hulk it again.
Oh, it's Hulk time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the
Probably
wide
just better
angle.
if I set it on. I'm going to back it up and just set it on the ground.
Yeah.
I got this. That's the Sony 8H behind there, too, just so we had some background. Let's see.
Oh, the thing that you're facing is the A8H?
Yeah, that's the 8H.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Not going to be able to just do it in one fall swoop there.
Yeah. It's a 65-inch, man.
Whoa!
Like, whoa, party foul.
It's definitely a little heavy, man. I mean, it's really bottom heavy. And normally with the 65, I'd have 2 people. Let's grab my son.
All right.
Why don't you
Brandon's
entertain
gonna
the folk? Give me a second.
All right.
Because there's so much crap over there, I have to go around the house to get my son.
All right. While he's doing that, what is up, people? What's going on? I hope you're liking this this live unboxing. It's a little experiment. I'm only here to mess around with the cameras while Brandon is doing all the work. Unfortunately, my little puppy here is getting crazy, and there's nobody else to watch her, so she's getting a little screen time. Well, all right. So, how good is the Sony A90J upscaling? If it's anything like the A9G, and it should be better due to the newer processor, it's they have some of the best upscaling in the business.
These headphones are killing me.
Yeah. Proxy's like, first you confused me by appearing on Dream Media, now again here on Brandon's channel. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to help people out. Absolutely. It's trying to have a good healthy YouTube community. Oh, she's chewing on my cables. Don't chew my cables, girl.
She got kicked out in a hurry then, huh?
Oh, John Miller's got the same dog breed as me. Awesome, man. Yeah, actually our one passed away in November, and my wife's been crying about it since then. So she's like, give me another one. So we got
this is my mini me here, Aiden. He's a big help. He helps me out. Wait.
Hi.
All right. Want we go up right here? Down here under the screen? Go ahead. Up. I know. Bring it in. We're going on the stand. You're good. Uh-oh. Maybe it was more dangerous to have him help me.
Oh, no, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. You
Careful,
guys are there.
Yeah, get a good grip. I don't want, there you go. My edge is on. There we go. All right. Success. Thank you, dude.
Woohoo!
Scram.
Round of applause for Aiden, everybody.
Ooh, it's getting hot in here, man.
Oh.
Okay. So I was thinking of getting this guy squared up on the TV.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn that light off right there because that one's not helping us anymore.
Nope.
Something like that. I may turn my screen off in a second and just rely solely on your professionalism, Chana, once I do that.
All good. We need to pan a little to the left.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. I can see that thing. I'm just trying to get it level first, and then I'm going to square it up a little more. Look pretty good there?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks
decent
pretty,
enough.
Yep.
Decent enough.
Yeah, it's good enough.
All right, I'm going to kill the picture, so you're on your own there. Thank you. Cool. So I'm going to just pull off the plastic, but here, let me the power cord here. I wonder why they do this. Does anyone have a good idea why they
What's that?
They plastic up the whole power cord? I'd be interested in people's thoughts on that. Go ahead.
I think it's because they don't so it doesn't damage anything on the during
the TV.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Not like it would actually whip around to the front, but
it's just curious. I've probably taken 10,000 of those off, so I was just wondering. There we go. All right, do we turn it on or do we do the plastic first? I suppose we should take the plastic off.
Yeah,
right?
take the plastic off, right?
All right.
Now you always leave the plastic on while you're installing it, right? So you don't worry about touching the front.
Yeah, I don't touch anything on the TV until I'm ready to go. Now this will make noise for the next half an hour if I don't get it out of here. So I'm going to throw it outside.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
All right, cool. Let's fire this up. Oh, where did I lose the remote to?
Uh-oh. It was
There
on
we
the
go.
box.
Cool. I'm going to sit right here.
All right, perfect.
Fire the sucker up. Oh, I got to take this.
Now let's go. Look at that. All right,
Should we
WebOS.
turn the lights on or off? What do people think?
What do you guys want? Lights on or off?
Oh my! So my Hisense TV just turned on over there. I don't have no idea. I wonder. I think the LG remote just turned my Hisense TV on.
Oh man, that stuff happens sometimes. Turn lights off, says Jack.
Lights off. Any more comments?
Off. Oh man, there's a lot. Some say, oh man, it's like split. 1, 2, 3 off, 4 off, 5, 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 on. I think there's more offs than ons.
I would say off. I mean, we can, if they want me to show something specific to the lights being back on, we can do it. I'm fine with it. I just think the reflections can be a problem, or
right.
I have a lot of garbage like over there that I'm not real cool with. I wish I didn't have it. Let me just kill the Godox here. Boom. Oh, maybe not. There we go.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. If the 8H wasn't there, we'd have an even cooler look, but this is pretty cool. All right.
Yeah.
Let's press OK.
Okay. Select installation.
Oh, we got to turn that lady off.
Oh, yeah. That's the most annoying thing for sure. Let me get the microphone over by me here. That's a little closer. How's that?
Yeah. Yeah, much better.
Dude, having a 32-inch screen for editing then hurts for like desk work. Like you can't get anything done on the desk.
Someone says, see how bright it is in the light. So I think we should turn the lights on once we get through all this other nonsense.
And I have some lights I can reflect off of it to give you a good idea of why there is a QLED versus OLED concern sometimes. So I'll go over that. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use the TV just because I don't have the LG app download and all that. So
English button. Country United States time zone. Los Angeles.
this lady, man, she drives me nuts.
Yeah,
I know it's for hearing and it's visually impaired. That's
right.
I'll say no to that.
Jose Rivero says the A8H had his eye for 3 weeks. It was at $2,000, and then Best Buy increased the price to $2,200. It sucks. Sometimes, it would be great to know when they're gonna make these changes. That would be awesome.
Can you turn my other camera off? I can't. Both cameras can see this. That's fine.
Which one?
I'll change my password. Is the desk cam still on?
The desk cam. Yes.
You know what? If anyone can actively guess my password, I'll put them in the running for maybe one of these TVs down the road.
Oh, look at that.
I think the other camera caught it. I'll have to go back and check. All right. Setting up a TV isn't the swiftest thing in the world sometimes. We'll see how quick it goes.
Yeah. And then it's got to update and all that kind of stuff.
So why not? Hey, Chana, how about let's ask you a couple questions. Do you mind?
Sure. Yeah. What's up?
So do you disable all in motion interpolation, or do you mind some of it?
I turn all that shit off. Oh, sorry. I turn all that stuff off. Yeah.
Oh, man.
For me, I'm sensitive to a couple of things. I know that yes, I'm going to get on those weird panning shots there'll still be a little bit of judder. But I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with blooming. Those kinds of things, light-based things are more, I guess, they're annoying to see for me. Whereas I know FOMO, he likes to have motion interpolation on a little bit because he can't stand the judder. So it's basically you guys are buying these TVs for yourself. Who gives a crap how I set mine up, how Brandon sets his up? You got to know at least you'll learn from us where to go.
Here, sorry, let me get through this and then we'll. So this is. Give me a second here.
What is that? AI Picture Pro? Is that what I see?
Yeah, so that says, yeah, let me go through a couple of these things. Sorry, I asked you a question, then I realized maybe I should tell them what I'm doing too. Sorry
no
about
worries.
that. But I agree with you. I mean, motion interpolation is a personal preference. I don't mind a little bit. I do get annoyed sometimes when some of the movies do judder quite a bit, you know, when they
Yep.
pan, and it can make me a little bit more dizzy than the soap opera effect in itself. So I will sort of set them in the middle if I need to, some of them anyways, you know, some of the stuff. But we'll go over that. I don't like it when it makes the black frame insertion actually makes it darker. I don't like that. So I don't ever use that. So we have the AI Picture Pro and the AI Sound Pro. Obviously, they juice the saturation and color on the Picture Pro, and the sound just, you know, I don't know. They just don't use it well when it's off, but it sounds better. Let me just go ahead and click these.
So you're turning them on.
So I turned on the Picture Pro, and it, like, you know, it sharpens the image a bit. To be honest, adding that sound doesn't make it sound better necessarily. It just kind of makes it sound more, I don't know. You're better with sound. It makes it sound very, I don't know, just kind of like throws sound at that stand, and it's kind of frustrating. It's a little,
I don't know. Like I'm just hearing from, you know, the stream. It sounded louder. That's all I could really say.
It's definitely louder for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. LG account. Can I skip for now? I'm going to skip.
Yeah.
So look, so you can log into your LG account. I'm sure it gives you opportunity to do some of those. They have some streaming channels and stuff. I'm not sure you have to do that. I'll skip it for now. Not right now, bud. Go ask your brother. Fun of live streaming.
Yeah, like, Dad,
a very gentle 6-year-old is knocking at the door.
Yeah.
All right, let's just. Whoa, that Hisense got bright over there. I'm going to go ahead and just skip this. We'll close this out. App installation. Let's do it. Let's see. Do we see any banding? The screen didn't look perfectly uniform, but I don't think it was anything dramatic.
It didn't seem like crazy in that there wasn't enough time, I think, to really check. But
there seems to be a little bit of a circular thing around here.
Huh. And like up to the left, there was like a little darker spot from where your hand was starting.
I can see maybe probably has to do with this logo or something, but you can see kind of this like perfectly done oval in the middle there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get rid of this.
And then it was just perfectly black like for a second. So
yeah, I'm sure that was just probably that logo, whatnot. You can see my goofy colored rainbow keyboard in the background. Mm-hmm. All right, so it does go straight to this LG, you know, the LG channels here. That's cool. Dismiss. Is that Tony Hawk?
Yeah, it is.
Tony Hawk. We don't need this on. Let's get rid of that. We don't want to get any copyright issues.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. You're familiar with those.
All right, so here's the big thing. This is what the new home screen looks like.
That's nice.
So I like it, and I'm also a little sad to see the little pop-up go, because we
Down
would be watching movies. Yeah, the kids would always press the home button, and it would give us that. It would just pop up at the bottom, and so then you could, you know, use the cursor and you could choose. We could just ponder the choices. You know, we could think about it while we were still watching a show.
Right.
I'd have a game. Basically, what happens, I don't know if you guys have kids, but whenever you're watching football or basketball, and then you ask the kids to come in and hang out, then it's like, well, then you immediately lose control of your TV. So then we got to watch a movie or something. And so then it's like, while the game is still going, I want to see, hey, what's on the bottom here? What can I watch? Now, this isn't terrible. It's a cool, you know, comprehensive platform here with all this stuff on there. So I'm not going to complain about it. I just did like the pop-up, so that was cool.
Right. Basically, what's happening is you can search for other content while you're still watching whatever it is you're still watching. So
let's go to let's go ahead. Let's go to the dashboard real quick and just check it out. If people have a question about what they want me to check out, feel free to let me know. Let's see, home control devices. So I don't have any devices to connect. There is Apple AirPlay. You got, you know, you can connect to different, all kinds of different stuff.
Someone asked about testing the volume auto leveling feature.
Yeah, that would probably be a little hard. I'd have to find content and then check it, and then I'd have to wait until something. maybe a commercial came on. That might be hard to do today. Maybe I'll
Uh-huh.
check that in a review and see how that works.
Apple
Let me pop up
TV
the
app.
settings real quick. Say again.
Is there an Apple TV app?
There it is, right there.
Oh, there
Apple
it is.
TV, right there, the app. So yeah, they got the Apple TV app. So wait, did they have? Let's see. The one question I had was, do they have HBO Max? Because someone was saying they didn't. Let's go and check out. What do I got to get to the apps here?
Somebody said your password is be the installer 22Z.
No, that's okay though.
Ninjishin TV AV says get it calibrated.
That's funny.
I'll
I'll have to think about that. Maybe you can help me.
Be the installer just said that A90J get hot a lot. What about the burn-in risk with A90J as now the brightness is increased?
We'll have to see. I mean,
isn't the brightness only really increased in Vivid?
I mean, it's not. The brightness is brighter than the other Sony OLEDs in all different, if you go
Picture modes.
Apples to apples, yeah. Picture mode, settings, same. It's far brighter, of course. It's in all modes. It's especially in the highlights, HDR highlights. I think other people have commented on this, but when you're talking about like SDR, the processor is kind of doing its own thing sometimes, where you don't expect a certain part to be brighter, or it's doing some extra. It's working. I like it for the most part. I enjoy watching content. It's the first OLED that I feel has looked more like it's brighter, kind of like LED style brightness sometimes is needed on SDR content, because sometimes SDR content is kind of boring, right? You're watching cable or news or something, and it just kind of looks dull. When people complain that OLEDs look dull, I think that the A90J is kind of like pushing more brightness, and it looks brighter and better to me versus other OLEDs I've had. So that's the best way I can explain that. And then the HDR highlights are definitely brighter and punchier, and it kind of gives you like what you want from an OLED. You're like, I love the OLED picture. It looks awesome. If only it had a little bit more brightness in some of these scenes. And that's what the A90J does. I think it's great. So far, so good.
Gotcha.
Is HBO Max one word?
Somebody says it doesn't have HBO Max because of contracts with other TV manufacturers, which
fair enough. Let's pull out of this then. Let me look at the settings real quick. Let's check this out here quick. All right, so we have, oops. Come on now. We got standard picture mode. Let's get out of this picture mode. Go down into the settings.
Kempa has a question that I'm just going to answer. Is the A90J good for gaming? It doesn't have VRR for 4K 120. So you're still going to have to wait on that for another year or so. So
should I go to Vivid, guys? I'm just joking.
Go to Vivid. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, that's a lot warmer. I'm like sitting off to the side, so it's kind of weird because I'm like in a weird spot, so I'm like missing because I'm over to the left, so it's kind of interesting.
Well, I mean, I can bring your.
No, it's cool, man.
The other camera's better.
No, it's good. I'm fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna run through some of this stuff. Oh, that's right. We got to turn it off. We got to turn it off the eco mode here. Is that an accessibility? No, it's not. Why would I think that?
What setting are you looking for?
The eco mode to turn off the energy saving. This is the thing when you do this stuff live.
Is it in system?
I was just in there. Additional settings. I'm too close to see. I'm sorry. Support. There it is.
Ah.
It's like, what?
And what is that support thing? Like a headset? Like, like would I click on that to like call somebody? Like,
well, that's what the thing is you can, I don't know if LG has it, but you can with Samsung. You can actually have them remote into your TV. So if it's having major technical issues, as long as it has Wi-Fi connectivity, they can remote in. So I don't know if that's why they use that, but I've never remoted in. I never remote into this software. Should we leave this on auto update? I'm hesitant to check for updates right now. I don't want to spend 20 minutes doing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, it'll wait till we turn it off. So let's let it update.
Okay. So Ninjishin says VRR might be something I turn off anyway with the gamma issues. A90J supports 120 hertz gaming with PS5 and Series X, which is good enough as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. You know, a lot of these features, you know, I mean, I haven't not been using VRR with the Vizio OLED with the Series X because it just doesn't support it. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still having fun playing Call of Duty, going in and, you know, cap and fools.
So we got OLED pixel brightness, which is obviously what OLED brightness must have been, or OLED.
The
OLED
OLED
brightness.
panel light or whatever.
Yeah, I think they just changed the name.
They changed the name, yeah.
And then we got contrast 85. Could change it to 90, whatever. Screen brightness. So that's good.
Brightness
there. And then we have the auto dynamic contrast. You can mess around with that if you want. Let me back out of this and just do it this way. All right, what do we put this at in Ninjishin? Let's know. Let me know. Come on. I'm just joking. Black level auto, good to go. Let's see.
How's the menu as opposed to the CX? Is it easier, snappier?
You know, I'm like, I don't know. I was pretty used to the other one, so I guess it's a little different. Obviously, this is the first time I've used this is the C1 version menu, so I'm a little slower with it. I can fly around the C10 menu a little quicker. I'm not going to mess too much with this. I'm not going to. Let's see. Well, that's right. So I heard someone say that they now have, like you can move it along sort of like a line of brighter to darker. I thought that my C10 had that too. Someone else was saying that they just had the temperature, warm, neutral, cool. But I believe that my C10 has the same slider from cool 50 to warm 50. I'm almost positive, to be honest. But not a big deal either way. We'll leave it at 150. I'm not going to do any of this stuff here. So get back in this. So yeah, there we go. Get in here quickly into the clarity.
There's a lot of clicking going on in this menu system. It does seem a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I could just shake out of it and just use this. But yeah, it is.
No, but I mean, just so that there's more like menu options.
And I have to go back each time, where I think you have to do the same thing on the other one. Smooth gradation. What is true? Let's see, true motion and user selection. So user selection has deblur at 10 and dejudder at 0. So that's an interesting starting point. You can kind of balance them out, I suppose, or just turn them both off.
Yeah, to taste on how you like it.
I'm gonna turn it off for now. And then the sound, let's see the menu here quick. So I think this is pretty similar to how it was before. But let's see with the standard mode. You do have the Pro Cinema, a bunch of different options. I'd be interested to hear how any C10 users that do not use a soundbar like the different sound profiles. Is one better than the other? Does anyone have an opinion on that? I'd be interested. And then we'll just. What I would do is I'll have some sort of sound system, whether it be, I have a Sonos Arc currently out in that room. That's going to be going into my room, and I think I'm going to be getting some sort of, at minimal home theater out there with the larger TV I plan to buy soon. I don't know how many people know that I'm going to buy one, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, so someone asked about seeing the reflections and stuff, if you want to turn on lights and all that kind of stuff. Do you want to do that now, or?
I'm fine with that. I'm sure people would want to see some of that stuff. Let's get it. So, OLEDs aren't going to be great in the daytime if you have a lot of reflection. If you can't handle the reflection, if you can't control the light. So this is a little light I use to kind of give it a test. I don't have a like a QLED sitting right here to compare it to. But that's at full. That's actually quite bright, and that is knocking it down pretty good, I have to say. Yeah, it's about the same as last year because there above it is the up there is the you can't see that unfortunately because it's not the right height. But yeah, it's about the same as it was last year. It looks nearly the same. So I would I don't think they've
No,
done
do
anything
that. I changed cameras, so do it again. So the bottom TV
Oh.
is that top TV is the A8H,
Yeah.
and that bottom TV is the C1.
There you go. See, that's why you have a friend help, man.
That's right.
Yeah, so it looks the same to me here. I don't know if it looks the same to you guys. The long and the short of it is OLEDs are actually decent at handling reflections, but the lack of brightness compared to a QLED that can get 1500 nits or whatever, that's significant. So the Samsung TVs can knock that reflection down more because it has that anti-reflective coating that kind of like spreads it across the screen. And then it also is nearly twice as bright. So if you do kind of like the common sense understanding of that, it's like a QLED, a good QLED Samsung, though in my opinion may not be as good of a TV, can knock the reflection down and look probably 3 or 4 times better with a lot of light bouncing off the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nearly twice as bright and it handles the reflection almost twice as good. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right. So that's that. Anything else that people want to see? I mean, I'm sure people want to wrap up here in a minute. I'm going to do a full review on this. I'm going to compare it to the C10. And the
A90J, of course.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I was going to surprise people, but maybe I'll just tell you now. I think I'm going to have the A90J kind of sitting down below the two so that you can get a little preview of, the C1, the C10, and then what you get for that, twice the price. I think people that like LG are going to be happy that you don't have to spend $4,000 on a 65-inch TV.
I think a lot of people will be happy not to spend that much on it.
I mean, I'll tell you the truth right now, right off the bat, without getting too far into it. I think it's probably pretty obvious that buying a $4,000 65-inch TV, it doesn't provide twice the benefit. We've talked about this before, Chana, where each time you double the price of something doesn't mean you're doubling the quality. And that's definitely the case. You may be getting a 10 or 20% benefit overall, even though it can peak at 1300 in Vivid or whatever, you're getting maybe 10%, 20% more quality total for twice the price.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a point of diminishing returns, and you have you as the consumer, the person spending the money, have to figure out where
is your
it?
pain threshold?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So
where's it going to make your wife contemplate divorce? Those kind of things.
Or you could do what I did and spend $6,000 on new puppies, and then you're like, oh, okay, now
you don't have the choice. See, then it just takes out of your hands.
No, I'm going to spend $10,000 on something else.
That's funny.
That's all.
Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I don't think there's a whole lot else that I would, I don't know what else I would do right now. Did I miss anything? Does anyone have anything? Trying to think. In general, I can give my quick thoughts. I like the new remote. I like that it doesn't wobble, like you said. It's pretty sweet. I don't know if that's better angle. It's kind of hard to see. It's not backlit. Man, if it was backlit, that'd be pretty sweet. That's one thing about the Sony A90J that I really like. The backlit remote is legit.
Did you want to check vertical banding?
Sure.
You'd have to get like a gray slide or something like that on there.
Well, let's see. Isn't Wi-Fi on? Okay. Thought the Wi-Fi was already on.
Oh, you got
technical issues when you do it. You can almost see right there, can you?
Kind of.
Let's see.
I mean, what color is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be gray?
It's kind of like a pink. It was weird.
It was a little odd.
This is a little crooked, but it's the best I can do, guys. Get this done here for you.
Good.
Let's go ahead and turn the lights back off so we can actually see it a little better. Come on, man. Turn off. There we go. All right. Let's see how this works. OLED. Oh, no. Let's see. Oh, no. All right. There we go. Pulled the trigger and accidentally lost. It had to do the update, the software update.
Wah, wah, wah. Silly remote.
I think I could have chosen no there. Go ahead. What's up?
Do you think a warranty is needed for burn-in?
I mean, here's my thoughts. The TV is a certain amount. You're going to buy, it's 2000. Say this is $2,600 for a 65-inch.
Damn.
For a 5-year warranty through Best Buy, it's probably going to be maybe $500-600. The Sony A90J remote, or one that was $4,000 TV, was actually $875 before the discount, because I'm a Best Buy Elite or whatever. So it was ended up being $667 or something like that. So for 5 years, that's about $125 a year or so to make sure that nothing, not just burn-in, but anything
else,
dead pixels. I mean, there's a lot of things that can go wrong technically on a TV, whether it's an LED or an OLED. It is equipment that is supposed to crap out eventually. That's the whole point of technology, is that nothing lasts forever. And they purposely make it that way.
They need you to buy, planned obsolescence, because they need you to buy more again and again.
Is it going to let us? Let's see. Nope. Voice recognition service will be available shortly, it says. Let me just type it in and quit being lazy. If I would have just done this, we'd have been all right.
That's all good.
No.
But yeah, in my location, 5-year warranty, I paid only for 70 euros. Wow. Well, that's pretty good, Picasso. So
I'm going to use this. I'm going to use a couple of the ones from Modern Wise. I've used them before. Great, resource just to check your stuff out. This guy like dances in the corner. It's pretty funny. Let me turn my monitor off.
Oh, Gary Lamb, thank you so much for the super chat. Be the installer, appreciates it.
Dude. Awesome. Does he have a question or anything or no? I'm happy to answer. I hope we've answered people's questions. All right, let me fast forward a little bit. So they have some wacky things in here. Don't mistake that kind of thing right on the screen for banding right now. It's supposed to be like that.
Oh, it's an example of vertical banding, right?
Hold on. Yeah, this is the wrong video. I apologize.
Saint DC42. Yeah, that's the thing. Do you buy the new one? Do you get the C10? That's the big question.
So, I know Mike over at My Gadget World did a little brightness test. Check that out if you like. I think his first test resulted in nearly 100 nit difference in a 1% and 10% window. I believe that the 100% was similar, maybe 10 nits higher. But then he said that he had it, one of the TVs in a neutral color and the other one was in a warm color. So he redid the video today. So check it out. I'd be interested to see if there's a brightness advantage, and then the processing would be the other thing I'm going to check out, motion, things like that. Also digital noise, and just to see when you're streaming things, does it handle it better? There's a few scenes that I've checked out on the C10 where I know exactly what scenes to look for to see how a TV can handle that kind of noise. And like the A90J handles the scene in Lawless, which I can't show because it has nudity. It's kind of funny, but it's a person coming out of a black screen, and it's really hard for TVs to handle. And the A90J handled it a lot better than the LG C10 did.
Okay.
So I'll do some of that stuff as long as it's, okay for YouTube.
Somebody said we didn't. Nathan Whitmore said he sent a super chat question earlier. It got skipped. Sorry about that, Nathan. Go ahead and ask your question. We'll get it answered right away.
Let's try. I think I typed in DSE before and it came up. Let's see. There it is.
Kempa says, so basically the Sony A90J is not worth it. That is also another question that is only up to the person purchasing the TV.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think people that own the TV are going to tell you it's worth it because they've been waiting for a Master Series OLED that has more brightness in general. I haven't seen anything significant besides like some of those scenes like I was speaking about, but like, it's brighter. It's an OLED. It's the top of its game. It's solid. It would be tough for me to say, like, if you were a gamer, not to consider things like the C1 or the G1 because of how good the gaming has been and how things come out of the box with LG, in my opinion. They seem to be connective and they work really quickly and easily, even if there's a gamma shift. I guess, you know, like I don't know what is important to people.
C4 Thompson, thank you for the super chat. He did have a question. You shared opinions of the A90J diminishing returns. Would you say the same about the G1? Do you plan on reviewing the G1, looking at possibly getting it?
I absolutely will have it. Yes. I have a plan to have two massive TVs here. One, probably an 83-inch A90J and a 77-inch G1. I'm going to try to figure out what's the best route to install and show the installation of a G1 and why I like it, and also the quality versus the A90J. I like the actual look of that. I like the look of the G1. So I actually like the G10. I would, recommend people that want that cool, like Samsung frame type look, but with a little better quality TV to look for that. I don't think I would do art on it. I would not display art on it, obviously 24/7. I'll have to see how the sensor works, if it turns it off when you're not in the room, things like that. But I think the G1 is going to be a sweet TV. It might be kind of like a sweet spot if it comes down in price a little compared. It's already 65 inches, $1,200 less than the A90J. And like I was saying in my, installation of the A90J, I don't think there is a $1,200 advantage right now. So let me see here. I'm going to give this a little look. I don't know how it looks for you guys.
Oh,
you know, if I get close to it, I do see a little bit of grid-like banding, but I have to get really close to see it. From back here, I don't really see it. Any comments from there, Chana?
I mean, I can't tell. Like, I'm seeing a little bit of something, but I can't tell if that's just like I gotta look. I gotta get in closer. Where is this?
Here, I'll try to point on the screen what I see. Yeah, there is a little grid like it's a little grid like going back and forth, up and down, a little bit over here. Let's see.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more right there. There's a couple strips, very thin.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I couldn't tell if that was just
a little horizontal strip going like right around here. It's darker. I'd have to say it this way. It's in general, it's cleaner than it's not like the DSC of like an LED TV, but it's like you can see little strips going very, very light, Can you still hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you. Yeah. See, just like when someone else
back on.
Oh, okay.
What's up with this headphone, man? It's like the worst.
Yeah, it's Chico. Even Chicho says really
still
hard
there?
to tell with the live stream. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Technical. We are having technical.
No, yeah, I'm having audio issues again.
Audio.
So, did they say turn the lights back on and check out the banding?
They haven't said anything about that.
Okay.
But some people were saying that they couldn't tell if it was compression or the grid like. Someone says 5% gray test, please.
Yeah.
If you can search for 5% gray.
That was the next thing for sure.
Which video are you using for this test? It was from Modern Wise.
Yeah, this one is, I think this is, let's see. This one does this one goes through the percentages here. I'll try. Let me see if I can get the TV or the monitor I gotta raise it up a little bit. Well, that's about as fast as I've ever kind of squared it up. It's not perfect. There's 5% right now.
It's all good.
Let me turn off this Hisense here. Maybe it provides just enough light. It's not reflecting in the screen, is it? My monitor is. Let's turn that off.
The monitor is, yeah. And your awesome LED fans in your computer.
Yeah, I started to second guess getting LED lights on my computer as an adult after I got them, but it is what it is. It's all right. How is that better though? I mean, you can see a little, can't you?
Yeah, I gotta switch over to do full screen.
I mean, in person, it's not the cleanest screen in the world. That's at 15%.
Yeah, your camera's also trying to hunt for like focus.
All right, let me kill that. Give me a second. No, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, how's that? Is that better?
No.
I'm going to zoom. I'm going to manually focus it. There you go.
Yeah, there
it
you
should
go.
be somewhat focused.
Yeah, that's better.
All right, I turned it on manual. Let me go back.
Nick Mele, I don't know how you say that, but thank you for the super chat. He just says Amazon has just cut the price on the LG C1 77-inch.
What's the price now?
Let me see. And then Picasso says I cannot judge through YouTube video. Yeah, it's probably kind of hard.
Well, I imagine that the compression of this streaming is not great. So
Yeah.
I'll do this. I'll have this test on my video on Saturday. So we'll have some comparisons. I'll point it out. I'll make sure I notate everything.
LG C1 77-inch is $34.99. Is that the normal price?
No,
I don't know.
I think it was closer to 4,000, wasn't it?
Okay. Yeah.
I think the G1 is, well, no, maybe it was 3,800. I have to look at the prices. I think that's nearly the price that the C10 is, isn't it? Somewhere around 3,200.
LG CX 77.
Yeah, I mean, as I'm going through these tests, it looks like it does look like it's not as clean as the TV that I had last year, the C10. I'll have to run some other tests to make sure that this is consistent across the screen and it's not the video that's showing me, a problem with their video. I try to make sure I spend a little more time on it and I get the accurate, like I understand exactly where the darker spots are.
Right.
But overall though, it doesn't look bad. I mean, I wouldn't notice this if it wasn't on a test,
Right. So just so you guys know, the LG 77-inch CX is going for $32.99, and now the C1 77-inch is going for $34.99. So that's actually
$200. That's not
$200.
bad.
Yeah, a $200 difference. That's
new processor.
Yeah, I mean, if I would go, yeah. Mike from My Gadgets World is in the house. What's up, Mike? Thank you for the super chat. He says, waiting for your nits testing. I got C1 brighter on game mode than CX and almost same on Filmmaker.
Cool, man. I'm going to kick this out here.
Right on. Oh, another super chat here. Appreciate it. Mr. Hussein, should I sell my CX for a G1 at 2,900 Canadian?
What does that mean? Does that mean you have to buy the G1 is 2,900 Canadian? I don't know the conversion. And are you saying you're going to lose the C10 and the money for that?
Yeah, I don't know. Them.
But anyways, here's a question that I think people have. If I have a C9 or a C10, should I upgrade to a C1 or a G1? And I guess my opinion would be, I don't know. I don't think you're going to notice a huge difference on those kind of upgrades. Do you? I mean, it's an LG.
They're so
TV,
incremental. I've always said that, when people want to upgrade their TV, they should wait like 3 to 5 years minimum, so that you get more features. Like,
I mean, these people coming back from like a plasma, like a plasma with like lines down it, and it's like orange in the corner. Yeah, you're going to notice pretty much any TV is going to be better.
Yeah, no, totally. So it's one of those things, like, just because they release a new TV every year doesn't mean you have to buy one. I mean, unless you got it like that, cool, go for it. But for the most part, like, wait a few years.
If I had a C10, I don't think I would sell it for a G1 and have to pay more. I don't know. It would have to be that I would want it to, wall mount flush, or, there'd have to be other reasons too, I think. The C10 is a pretty good TV.
Right.
So I mean, hopefully that helps answer their question.
What I go through if I'm looking for a TV, like, and this is what I've said on my channel plenty of times, and that is, like, if you take into account your budget, your viewing environment, meaning where's the TV is going to go, and your viewing habits. What are you going to watch on the TV? What are you going to use the TV for primarily? Those three things will kind of dictate which TV you should get. And if you're already fine with your current TV, you probably don't need to upgrade, especially if it's only a year difference between your TV. Even if you got a 2019 model, should you get the 2021? Maybe. It all depends. What features do you need? Not everybody else. What features do you need? That's really where it boils down to. Like, I was a judge at the 4K TV shootout held by Value Electronics in 2019. The Sony A9G Master Series 1. I didn't purchase that one. I purchased an E9 OLED. Not this. It's the same thing as the C9, and the C9 was against the A9G, but I wanted all 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, and the Sony A9G didn't have that. And luckily for me, I scored big time. My LG from 2019, and I measured it, 850 nits in the calibrated mode. Yeah, insane. So now for me, I'm like, well, I wanted to go 77, but if I do that, I lose my 850 nits because it's going to go down to like 750 or something like that. So yeah, I was just thinking about it today. I was listening to some music and I'm like, man, should I get a new TV? Should I get a bigger one? I don't know. This one kind of fits perfectly. So it's you got to pick out the TV that's right for you. And sometimes you got to throw specs to the wind and all that other stuff. Anyway, sorry.
No, I that's great info. I mean, I think if you're going to go OLED to OLED and you're contemplating a $2,000 or $3,000 investment for 1 year newer, maybe 100, 200 more nits, brightness, it's tough in any of these. It's tough. Going from the 8H to the A90J is also another thing. That's what I have going on right now. And it's got a little more punch, but it's expensive. It's a big upgrade. And thanks again, Mike, for the super chat here. C1 is C10 plus. I think people with the C10 don't need to upgrade to a C1. I would, if you're going to choose between the two and it's only a $200 difference for a 77-inch TV, go for it.
Go for the newer one. Yeah. And then someone said the retail was $4,300 for the 77-inch.
And now it's down to 3,500.
34. Yeah, $34.99.
That's a huge discount.
That's awesome, man.
I thought that the G1 was 4,300.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's. I will have to see.
Any
other questions?
I pulled it up. Yeah, right there. They've got 6 left on Amazon in the US. So hurry up.
That's funny. Where's my links? Check the description for my links.
Yeah. Definitely use Brandon's links.
Cool, man. I think we're good. I think I'm pretty happy with. I hope I've answered everyone's questions. Interesting way to do this. Maybe we'll do some more streams. I was thinking about maybe doing something like this for an installation behind me, hanging a TV, showing how I do an installation on a live stream. That'd be kind of cool. We'll have to think about it. Any other questions or anything? Any additions, Chana?
I don't know if you guys like this kind of thing. Let us know. It was, I was just here to man the cameras. And
come on, don't sell yourself short.
Put the chat up on screen. This is Brandon's show, but thank you for having me on. I thought this was kind of cool. People get to see like all the other stuff that I cut out of my videos,
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I'm excited to get one of these new TVs in. I'm just waiting for them to be in stock over at B&H.
Yeah, man.
So yeah.
I'm sure you have your videos. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you everyone else for checking in on it. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you aren't already. So, and make sure you check out Techno-Dad's channel. He's almost at 100K, man. Gonna get that button soon.
I'm at like 98,000. It's crazy. 98,000.
It'll be a month or so. You'll be good.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right. Have a good day, everyone. I'll see you guys on Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific. This video will launch for the new C1 review. Have a good one. Peace, everyone.